All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with another live stream, bringing you the latest in Chelsea transfer news and Chelsea news in general. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done a live stream together. It's been, as Shivendra has said in the live chat, 4 days. 4 days can be a long time, ladies and gentlemen. I have finally found some time where I can spend a bit of quality moment with you guys here and talk about the latest in Chelsea transfer news and Chelsea news in general. And do you know what? I have to say, sometimes we take moments in life for granted, and we don't know how things can just disappear from our life. Honestly, it's a pleasure. It honestly is a pleasure from the bottom of my heart. Honestly speaking, it may seem very, very seamless that I come here and spend the time with you guys, but I kid you not, sometimes it's not possible. And in those days, I have to say, when I do come back afterwards, like today, I 100% don't take any of these things for granted, man. Honestly, I do not take any of these things granted, because you never know, man. You never know what can happen in life. You never know what can go wrong, and this, that, the other, whether I'll be able to do this forever, whether I'll have the time to do this and spend this brilliant moment with you guys. So whatever time we get, we always must appreciate. So I thank each and every one of you guys that sometimes I suppose we take things for granted, and maybe we should just enjoy it. Maybe we should just enjoy every bit of moment that we get to spend together. And as I always have said, I love spending time with you guys, man. Honestly, it is the best. One of the moments that I look forward to after finishing a long day's work, spending really, really good time with the family. After all of that, I love coming here and spending this 35 minutes with you guys. Honestly, it gives me a lot of pleasure, man. And I thank each and every one of you guys. Big up to each and every one of you guys, man. Honestly speaking, massive shout out to you all. Over 180 people already after 2.5 minutes. Smash the like button. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe as well. Let's get to 24,000 subscribers. And yeah, we're going to try and get through a whole heap of news, which is going to be a blockbuster show. And I want to take up as many comments from you guys and really try and connect and have a really good discussion with you guys. Matheus, good to see you, my man. His boy, hope you're doing good, matey. I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing fine as well. TikTok Queen B, I feel you, mate. You're real, bro. Thank you so much. RS7, good to see you, man. Mason, man, I'm going to be announced by United today. I'm going to vomit. I'm going to talk a little bit about Mason Mount down the end of this particular stream. A particular video that I want to share with you guys. Video from Rory Jennings. I don't always necessarily agree with Rory Jennings, but this one I have to agree. I have to massively agree with Rory Jennings, and I want to share that with you guys. See what you guys have to say. Iondohemba, hope I've pronounced that correctly. I might just call you Mr. Solomon. Appreciate your efforts, bro. Really, thank you so much. Himanshu, my boy, is in the house. Hope you're doing fine, Miz. I had to rush to the hospital last night. Had a massive stomach ache. Still a little bit dizzy from painkiller injection. I hope you're doing all right, my man. And next season, Himanshu, we have to have you in a watch-along or something. Somewhere you're going to have to be in the channel. I need to bring you on. You've been one of the OGs of this channel way back when I was a nobody. I'm still a nobody, but at least now there is a decent size of following. Okay, big up to each and every one of you guys. I can see my man Milo there as well. In Life No Limits. Ryan is in the house. Royston's in the house. The gang is here. The gang is here. We do not fail. Okay, first up, ladies and gentlemen, let's get cracking. We've got a lot of news to get through. Felix has come out with some inside knowledge, and this is off the back of a particular news that has come apparently from a tier 1 source in Ecuador. So let me see if I can there's no translate there. There is absolutely no translate, but it is what it is. Where is this guy from? Diego across. Yeah, South American journalist. All right, let's see what Felix has to say. Apparently, a tier one source out of Ecuador on Caicedo, as I said earlier today and in the video, Chelsea are happy with the 85 million price tag, but verbal negotiations on the structure and installments of the deal. Further goes on to say, does he have anything else? Negotiations on the structure and installments of the deal. Okay, that's probably it. He normally has like a full thread going on, but yeah, look. I'm confident, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very confident with the Caicedo situation. 85 million, that doesn't seem too far-fetched either. The only thing I'm worried about this whole scenario is if Brighton want to act a bit smart after looking at what price West Ham got for Declan Rice from Arsenal. That's the only thing that worries me. But as I said in my previous videos recently, that few things that are going for us. One, Caicedo was promised that he was going to leave, that he will be allowed to leave from Brighton Football Club because he wanted to go in January and he stuck around and he made sure he was there to help Brighton out to reach European football, which they did. They got themselves Europa League football, which is fantastic for Brighton. So he stuck around and he listened to them. So they have to honor his situation that he wants to leave, and they shouldn't be haggling too much with the price tag. I think 85 million, if that is what we've struck, and as I said, I don't think that's far-fetched at all. I think that is reasonable for Caicedo. I think that price tag is more than reasonable for Caicedo. Look, at the end of the day, I think Arsenal paid over the top. They paid overs for Declan Rice for 105 million. I think Declan Rice should have been about 85 million max. But because he's English, there's going to be some English tax involved, and this is probably why there's a bit more money and there's a bit more hype. 85 million for me is probably the right price for Caicedo. And the other factor is there is no other clubs that's going for Caicedo, ladies and gentlemen. Man United, no, they don't have the money for it, and they're not focused on Caicedo anymore. They've got themselves Mason Mount. I think they're focusing on a goalkeeper, striker, this, that, the other. Caicedo is not in their radar. For Liverpool, this is too much. The price tag is too much, and they've already done a lot of damage with Szoboszlai, McAllister. They might be going for Romelu Lukaku, so they're not going to be in for Caicedo. Man City, I think it was a bit of a bluff that they were going for Declan Rice. They already got Rodri and they've got Calvin Phillips in the background. Newcastle, I think they're quite content with Sandro Tonali. So really, there is no one else that can potentially go for Caicedo. Arsenal have already got Declan Rice. I don't think they're going to splash another 85 million for Caicedo as well when they've already bought Kai Havertz for 65 million. They're going for Jurriën Timber. So there are a couple of things that are going for us. I hope Brighton now just simply oblige and get this job done. Let's see what you guys are saying about this. Yaya Toure in the house. Shout out to Yaya Toure. Caicedo is 10 times better than Rice, and we're getting him for less amount of money. I love it. Look, I don't know about 10 times, but he's definitely better in my opinion. He definitely is better. Mo, Andrey Santos to Porto. We are going to touch on this particular news. Look, I know it's coming from Record Portugal. These guys, you know what happened with the Ugarte situation not that long ago. So we'll have to take it with a pinch of salt with this, Record Portugal. So, but look, I don't think it's too far-fetched. Like Santos going on a loan, I'm not surprised. It can very well happen. But I think we're going to see him in the preseason. And Porto is a really, really good destination to go out on a loan. RS7, apparently Havertz and Rice are earning over 300k in wages. That's mad. That is absolutely madness. Milo, it's not Fab or Orny daggers. I'm calm. He's been scarred too much. Has been scarred too much. Yeah, no, I understand you, man. Look, we're of course going to be waiting on David Ornstein or Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano especially has been on top of this particular news from the get-go. And he's always have mentioned 80 million should do the trick. So for me, 85, this is why I'm reporting this news, because this doesn't seem too far-fetched. This does make sense. And apparently it's coming from a tier 1 Ecuador source. So we have to take that to certain level of respect. But I hear you, man. If it's not coming from the top dogs, then yeah, we should stay calm still. But I'm hoping this Caicedo deal happens by the end of this week. It truly needs to. We're in Wednesday already, Thursday, Friday. By the end of this week, by the end of Sunday, whatever it is, next week, I'm hoping that Caicedo is part of Chelsea Football Club because pre-season's kicked off. We need Caicedo to be here. We need to make sure Caicedo is in the plane for the USA tour, 100%. Mike is saying, Miz, I'm more concerned of replacements of Mount, depth to right wing and depth to centre mids, elite number 9 and goalkeeper, not Mamardashvili or Trubin. We need a better goalkeeper. Okay, let's try and answer this. Replacement for Mason Mount. Look, Gabri Vega was meant to be the one, but it looks like he's going to PSG now. We'll talk about Matheus Franca. I think that's his name. Look, we shouldn't forget replacements for Mason Mount. Where would Mason Mount play for us? Where would he have played? He probably would have played the Nkunku role. So we've got Christopher Nkunku there. Do you know what I mean? So we are looking into players like Matheus Franca and Ryan Cherky. Don't forget, Ryan Cherky's name is getting thrown around over there. So there's that in regards to Mason Mount. Depth to right wing. Look, Madueke should potentially play there a lot. Raheem Sterling can play right wing as well. So I'm not utterly concerned about that side, if I'm being absolutely honest. Don't forget, even sometimes, someone like Christopher Nkunku could, shift on that right side. We've got Nicholas Jackson. Don't forget, he could play centrally. Amanda Broya can play centrally. So there's that. Depths to centre mids, yes. This is where we do need depth. However, hopefully we do get Caicedo. So that would make Enzo and Caicedo as the two number one combination. And then we'll see what happens in regards to Andrey Santos. We'll see what happens in regards to Chukwuemeka. We'll see what happens in regards to Cesare Caicedo. Conor Gallagher probably needs to go as well. But yeah, I hear you. We probably need another midfielder. If we let go of Santos on a loan, we probably need a midfielder. So I definitely hear your point in regards to that. So we'll hold tight. Elite number 9. My man, I don't think we're going to get an elite number 9. The only elite number 9 I can think of in this market at the moment is Victor Osimhen. There is no other elite number 9. Tell me one other elite number 9 that is in the market at the moment. I don't think there is one. Everyone else is more of a compromise. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to spend so much money to compromise. So if it's not Victor Osimhen, then forget it. I don't really want it. Ryan is saying Gift Obran is a top striker. Look, I can't comment on Gift Obran. I've not really watched him, but is he an elite number 9, Ryan? Let me know. Himanshu is saying, do you rate Vlahovic, Miz? To a certain degree, but not so much so where I'm going to spend 70, 80 million on him to bring him. I think he can do a job, but I wouldn't put him as an elite number 9. Shivendra is saying Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney potentially is an elite number 9, but he's banned till January. God knows how he's going to turn out once he comes back. Seth is saying Harry Kane. Harry Kane, hands down. If Harry Kane ever thinks about coming to Chelsea, yes, that is greater than elite number 9. For me, he's more than a striker, but that ain't happening. And I'm not holding my breath for Harry Kane to happen. Kolo Muani would be a mad shout. I've always liked Kolo Muani. If you guys know, I've talked about Kolo Muani months ago, but it looks like he might be opting to go to Bayern Munich. So once again, I'm not really sure how much of that is true. All right, next, let's go to the next news, ladies and gentlemen. Inter have decided to approach Chelsea again for Romelu Lukaku. Negotiations will restart in the next days after Inter closed Frattesi deal. Talks will take place around loan with mandatory buy option, but still at early stages. Great. At least Inter Milan are now starting to entertain a mandatory buy option. Now, here's the thing. I saw recently Fabrizio Romano tweet out that obviously, what's his name? Brozovic. Brozovic has got his deal to Al Nassr. So Inter Milan's made some decent amount of money over there. They're looking to offload perhaps Andre Onana as well to Man United. We'll see what happens there. And they might have a few more outgoing. So they could potentially make up some money through all of these sales. So after all of that, they'll probably come back for Lukaku. Do you know what? Look, I'm glad Inter Milan want to do this. But I honestly, guys, I don't understand what Inter sees in this guy. I'm baffled. I don't know what Inter Milan fans, like, honestly, if Uncle Shama, you're always there. Every time we're talking about Inter Milan, you're always there in the live chat somehow. If you're there in the live chat, and I said, as I've said it previously, I would love to have Uncle Shama sometime in the channel talk about all of this. Hopefully, I can organize something soon. I don't understand why Inter Milan want this guy so much. Like he's literally single-handedly lost them the well, yeah, I don't know about losing, but at least drawing, leveling things up in the Champions League. They were losing 1-0. His goal, he should have scored that goal. I don't get why Inter are so hell-bound on getting this guy. I understand he wants to stay in Inter Milan, but I don't get why Inter Milan so badly wants this guy. But it is what it is. I'm glad he needs to go, so I'm happy that Inter wants him. But I'm just a bit baffled why they want him. Look, Inter potentially will have some money, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully, this player, he cannot be in the USA tour. Bottom line, we need this situation to be resolved whenever. When are we flying out? I think our first match is on the 19th of July. Is that right? Our first match against Wrexham for the preseason match. So I think they might be flying out, on the 15th, 16th, something like that. Let me know in the live chat, when is the squad flying out for the USA tour? This brother needs to leave before that. He 100% needs to leave before that. And I hope we can strike a deal to sort this out. They make money and that becomes hollow, man. No one can see Inter money. No one can see Inter money, man. Someone needs to audit them. 15, there you go. 15 July, fair enough. 15 July, we've got 10 days, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 10 days to get rid of Romelu Lukaku. And not just Romelu Lukaku. We've got 10 days to get rid of Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, Romelu Lukaku, Aubameyang, Callum Hudson-Odoi as well. None of these players need to stick around at Chelsea Football Club. So at least these five players, they need to leave Chelsea Football Club 100%. Why don't we loan Caicedo to Brighton? Let them develop our young players. Look, I think one of our players definitely might be going to Brighton. Brighton is a really, really good destination, and Brighton would be looking for loan deals as well. Obviously, they can't go out there and just keep buying players, so they'll be looking for loan deals. So, yeah, definitely one of our players at least will be going there. I don't know who as yet, but I feel at least someone will be going there. We've got a good relationship with Brighton, so let's see what happens. Inter just holding up the end of the bargain with 100 million scam they pulled on Chelsea. Man, dirty Inter, man. Honestly, we should try and stay away from Inter and not do any sort of deals with them ever again. A lot of people are saying Gallagher. Yeah, look, Gallagher, I don't know if Gallagher necessarily needs to leave by, the 15th. Gallagher can potentially happen down the track as well. I got no issues with. Look, my only issue with Gallagher is not Chelsea level. My only issue, he's just not Chelsea level. But look, he doesn't, start up a fuss or anything like that. So I'm happy if he gets a deal later on in the window. I wouldn't even be surprised if he sticks around. I really wouldn't be surprised if he sticks around. So let's see what happens in regards to that. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea have scheduled new round of talks for França with Flamengo. Matheus being negotiated for 20 million fee euros, while Flamengo want at least 25 million. Can confirm again, Angelo Gabriel plan to fly to London this week, then sign 6-year deal at Chelsea, 15 million euros fee to Santos. Okay, big conversation with you guys. Massive conversation with you guys. Over 500 of you guys are live after 18 minutes. Take a moment right now, before we start talking about this particular story, transfer story. Smash the like button. I need you guys, 500 of you guys, to smash that like button and explode the likes up to 400 plus. Please, that would be sensational. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. If you love the channel, to grow to exponential regions, then smash the like button right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoy the interaction, enjoy the discussions that we have, please get those likes up to well over 400. We've got so many people live watching this, participating, and getting informed. Smash the like button. All right. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. We're so close to 24,000. Let's get there. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you feel about this? Matheus França, Angelo Gabriel. I mean, apparently Matheus França might be a first-team player. He might be a first-team player. This was some of the talks that was happening yesterday. He's an attacking midfielder, can play on the right side. He's 19 years old. Look, I don't know too much about him. I've got a particular Brazilian fan that I need to talk to very, very soon and do a video with him. He's got more idea about the Brazilian league and whatnot. I got no idea about Angelo Gabriel, and I got no idea about Matheus França. All I know, Chelsea seems to love these South American young players. Chelsea new owners, the board, they've got a master plan in getting all of these South American brothers and have a mad samba celebration at Chelsea Football Club. You know, really spice things up with all of these South American players, bringing them in. You know, it's amazing. I was having a conversation with Eunice and Matisse on WhatsApp, and Eunice was saying it's Favela FC, baby, Favela FC. I love it, man. I love it. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. I don't know if all of these players have a future at Chelsea Football Club. I don't know. How can you send all of these players to Strasbourg, man? Like Strasbourg are going to get influx with all of these players. We can only probably send about a handful, not every single one of these players. Of course, we're looking to buy other clubs in the multi-club model that we've got going on. So far, we've got Strasbourg. I think we're looking at a club in Portugal. We're probably even looking at a club in Brazil. I don't know what the plan is, man. Are these guys actually going to be Chelsea players down the track? We'll see. I think one of the biggest plans for these players are that I think Chelsea are looking to flip them for profit. Chelsea really believe that there is a huge market in Brazil. Like, for instance, Barcelona got themselves Vitor Roque. Out of all of these youngsters, the one that I truly, truly wanted was Vitor Roque. And I know in the live chat, you guys wanted Vitor Roque as well. Vitor Roque has gone to Barcelona, and honestly, I'm going to be watching Barcelona so much, specifically for Vitor Roque. I think Vitor Roque is going to absolutely blow up to be the next big thing, man. Let's see what happens, but I personally think that's what's going to happen. Any of these players, could they potentially blow up to be the next huge thing for us? This is the only thing that I'm thinking that Chelsea are looking to make a huge profit out of this. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about it. I'm going to pick up some of your comments. Dalan, thank you so much for the super chat. Opinion on Bruno staying at Chelsea means he heard you. Bruno Fernandes. I don't have too much opinion on this, my man. I did see a picture of him with Reece James yesterday, and I thought that was a bit strange. I thought he would have left already with Graham Potter. Maybe he's well respected. Maybe the players really like him. He's going to be part of the backroom staff with Pochettino. So let's see. Look, he seems to be well respected. So I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. All right. Mike is saying about number 9, I don't get why you rate Muani and it's only his breakout season. Then the profile of a striker we need is one with good hold-up play, strong and links up play. That's why I rate Vlahovic. No, fair enough. I hear you. I understand what you're saying. The reason why I like Muani is I think he can do all of that hold up and the link up, and I feel like Muani is far more mobile. Muani is electric. He's so robust, and he's physically very, very strong as well. But I get you. Yeah, it's only one season in the Bundesliga, and Bundesliga is not a particular parameter that we should hold the players to. But I've seen him play for France as well, and he's looked really good. Vlahovic, look, man, last couple of seasons for Juventus, he's not been good. And that may be Allegri tax. Maybe Allegri tax. For Fiorentina, he was absolutely killing it. I just have this, I don't know, just have this bad vibe with Vlahovic coming to the Premier League, and it might just not work out, man. And that's me, probably PTSD with all, strikers, number 9s. He could potentially work out as well. It's just a personal preference, man. That's all it is. I've got no animosity or saltiness towards Vlahovic. I just don't completely feel it. And to be honest, some of my explanation may not even be rational towards Vlahovic. So yeah, that's that. Milo saying, I know people are talking about kids. França is far beyond his peers. He's way better in his overall game package We should not sleep on him because he's not in Europe. Enzo, Caicedo, Alvarez are proven. There you go. I mean, Milo, let me know. Are you someone who regularly watches Matheus França? Like, how much do you know about him? I need to do a lot more research. But yeah, you're not the only one that's saying this. There's a lot of other people that are saying some really, really top stuff about Matheus França. With Angelo Gabriel on the other side, many people have been saying that now he needs to go out on a loan first. I don't think he's ready for Chelsea. Whereas a lot of people are actually saying França may be ready for Chelsea. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Dedication, my man. We need an understudy for Enzo. There you go. França definitely is not an understudy. He plays an attacking midfielder. Understudy for Enzo, you've got Cesare Caicedo, you've got Andrey Santos, the Undertaker CFC, all these young players were not getting top 6 this season. See, I've seen a lot of people say this. Have a look at our team up front. You got experience of Raheem Sterling, right? You've got some really, really good up-and-coming talents in the likes of Noni Madueke, Modric. Then we've got Nicholas Jackson, Nkunku, very, very good experienced player in European levels. In midfield, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. In the back line, you've got Chilwell, Reece James, Cucurella. You got Wesley Fofana. You got Buddy Shield. You got Lewa Colwell. Like Thiago Silva. Don't forget, a lot of experience with Thiago Silva. I understand there's a lot of young kids, but there's a lot of good players as well. And don't forget, Pochettino is starting to give me some really good vibes, man. Pochettino will get the best out of these players. So I'm not entirely worried. And I'm not one of those person that's going to go out there, we're just, influxing our team with all of these kids. I don't think it's all that, man. Some of these kids will be going out on a loan. And some of these kids, Enzo Fernandez is a kid, but he's a World Cup winner. Do you know what I mean? So we have to understand that some may be kids, but at the same time, they are excellent players. Because the first 8 to 9 matches, including maybe Liverpool, are winnable fixtures for us. We must be at the top portion of the table for the first 10 matches and more. Now, for sure, man, we'll see. I'm very excited about how the season starts for us in the upcoming season. Chelsea HQ tweet. All right, let's have a look at Chelsea HQ tweet. Move on to the next topic. Chelsea HQ was this account tweeted. Andrey Santos was said to be part of Chelsea's preseason, but serious interest from Porto could see him join on loan deal with an option to buy. Whoa. He is set to travel to Portugal for his medical soon. There you go. Have we? This is exactly what we were talking about. Now, look, firstly, record Portugal. We need to be very, very careful about record Portugal. So before we get too excited about all of this stuff, before we start, getting angry or whatever, we have to stay calm and see what, David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano. But as you can see, it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea end up having an option to buy. This is probably one of those situations that I've just said. All of these Brazilian players, if we are first to land them, I don't know how much did we get Andrey Santos for? How much did we get Andrey Santos for? What was Andrey Santos's price that we got him for? If Chelsea ends up doubling their money on Andrey Santos, don't be surprised if we sell him. Do not be surprised. I think this is a mechanism to make money, not necessarily have the player at Chelsea Football Club. I think letting go of someone like Andrey Santos is a bit premature. We need to see how he does in preseason. We need to see, if he's capable of meeting our expectations at Chelsea levels. If not, send him out on a loan, but to already have an option to buy. Someone saying we paid about 12 million. Did we pay about 12 million? Phenomenal Finn said we paid about 20. Diallo saying we paid about 12. Do you know what? If Porto come in and they say that they'll buy the player for about 24 million, if it is 12, I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea sell him for 24 million. Now, I don't trust Record Portugal News. Yeah, me neither, man. 12 million plus add-ons. There you go. Option to buy has to be false. I think It'll be a dry loan. I personally think it'll be a dry loan as well. So yeah. This is from Rob Journalism. Andrey Santos going on loan to Porto as per record. Portugal could actually be very smart. They're moving Uribe on, and he's guaranteed minutes as long as he performs. That any deal gets confirmed until 1 out of 2 midfielders arrive, though. Also could be a sweetener for Diogo Costa. There you go. There could be a goalkeeper sort of swap situation that could happen. Look, I think this is a bit premature. Let's see how Andrey Santos does at Chelsea Football Club in the preseason. And let's see what all the other top journalists talk about Andrey Santos. I don't want to get too excited about this as yet, because I suspect something is happening with Chelsea and Costa. Maybe this is one of the sweetness, isn't it? Mohammed saying it's fake news. Maybe it is fake news, but we are linked with Diogo Costa. So could it be that we are trying to get a deal across for Diogo Costa and they're trying to get Andrey Santos in return for a loan move? So we'll see. All right. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, some sponsorship news. Chelsea have moved on from Stake. This is from Matt Law. Look, I'm not going to comment too much on what I feel about Stake, because that got me into trouble last time with some of you guys. All I'm going to say is I think the right decision has been made. Do you know what I mean? From an ethical standpoint, a betting company, Chelsea have organizations within the club that help out people, like, you know, to get over gambling addiction and this, that, the other, anti-gambling sort of associations that we have within the club. So it would have looked a bit strange. And not to forget, a lot of you guys have said this is such a underwhelming sponsorship for a club like Chelsea. You know, these are the sponsorships that go to your Evertons and your Watfords, this, that, the other. So I'm glad that's the case. Now, I thought Oman Airways was going to be the next sponsor, but apparently this is the latest. It is understood that Chelsea are still working on finding a front-of-the-shirt sponsor, and it will not be Oman Air. While Oman Air appeared to have become a partner of Chelsea of some sort, the brand's name and logo is not expected to appear on the club's shirt during the forthcoming season. So there was a picture that was floating around with Pochettino, and there was a figurine, a Oman Airways figurine right in front of them, and Pochettino and this other person was taking a picture. I don't know. We'll see at what level Oman Airways are partners of Chelsea, but they certainly looks like Matt Law saying they're not going to be in the front of the shirt sponsors. So look, we are still looking for a sponsor. We'll see what Chelsea Football Club does. But look, Oman Air, that's the right direction, man. These are lucrative airlines. Oman Air is a very, very good airlines, and I'm pretty sure they're loaded. Middle Eastern people, they've got a lot of money, man. So I'm pretty sure that would have been a good deal, but it looks like it's not going to be front of the shirt. We'll see what we end up getting. Pritham is saying Qatar Airways, please. Yeah, look, man, Qatar Airways would be nice. Mike is saying the thing is, Ms. Chukwuemeka and Caicedo play in 3-man midfield, not a 2. So do you sacrifice Nkunku? So if Sterling plays right wing, where's the depth to left wing if you need to sub Mudryk? Jackson plays centrally. Yeah. Who are our wingers at the moment? We've got Mudryk. We got Sterling. We got Madueke. And Nkunku potentially could play at either of those sides. And we've got Nicholas Jackson, who could potentially play on the left side too. I think we've got enough, man. I mean, Mike, if you think about it, we only got 1 game a week next season, man. We don't have too many games to go by with. So, yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm actually all right with this, man. Sterling could potentially play on the left side. And Nkunku could play either side. Sterling could play either side as well. Mudryk is there. Look, I'm fine with this, man. I'm not too worried about it, if I'm being absolutely honest, man. So, and if it is a need, then there's obviously going to be the January window that can always help us out. So, we'll see about that. Sterling and Mudryk for left wing, and Madueke, Cherki, right wing. Yeah, Cherki. Is that why? Probably why we're linked with Ryan Cherki. So, watch this space. All right. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have to end the show with proper Chelsea Mason Mount. He's going to be announced as a Man United player. And I don't know how you guys felt about his goodbye message yesterday that materialized on Instagram. I found that quite strange and bizarre. He said that, I didn't want to just do a regular written statement. I wanted to do a video, but then that video was so scripted. I mean, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, think about something that you love and you've loved for so long. All right. You can take Chelsea Football Club for an example, or you can take anything else in your life that you've loved for a very, very long time, and you know that particular person very well. As if you need a script. Like if someone was to say to you guys, go out there and speak for about 2 minutes on that particular love that you have for a thing, for a person, as if you'll need a script. Like if it's coming, like it's got to come from here. You don't need a script. You just think, and it should just flow through. I can't believe Mason Mount. He needed a script to talk about Chelsea Football Club, a club that he's been at forever, pretty much. I just found that whole video so bizarre, so weird, so strange. And the fact that it was potentially done a long time ago. So, yeah, Mo, stop talking or you'll be getting cooked after stream. Yeah, man, I've been getting cooked in regards to Mason Mount always. But check this out from Rory. Rory Jennings is someone I don't necessarily agree with a lot of the times. But this particular video from Rory Jennings, I kid you not, ladies and gentlemen, this is bang on. Check this out.
I mean, it's slightly self-indulgent, isn't it? I mean, also bringing up all of the reasons why he loved Chelsea, the fact that he's been there for so long, the fact that he won all those trophies as a youth, the fact that he had such a good relationship with the fans, the fact that he had so many joyful memories with the managers that he listed. All right, mate, if it means that much, you don't leave. Like, if you really care, I'm not too into your platitudes. I'm not too into the fact that you rather self-indulgently want to film yourself and your new trim telling us how much you care about the club. You've just signed for Manchester United. Like, suck it up and own that. Like, you are now a Manchester United player. So be a Manchester United player, own that you're a Manchester United player, and be totally frank and say that you don't really care about Chelsea. Because that's what this is, isn't it? Like, coming out and going, oh, I love you guys. I'm not going to play for you anymore. I want to go to Manchester United. I love you guys. I'm not going to play for you anymore. I want to go and, play in front of the Stretford end. I love you guys, but I want to go and play in the Champions League for them. Don't pretend to be a Chelsea man, or don't pretend to be this like icon of Chelsea, or somebody who idolizes Chelsea and loves Chelsea and bleeds Chelsea and wants to play at Stamford Bridge. Because if you wanted to play at Stamford Bridge, you'd be playing at Stamford Bridge. We don't need this video. He might need to do this video because he might want to make it as seamless an exit as possible. But the only person who this is for is Mason Mount.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely bang on. I could not have said anything more and anything better. And this is coming from Rory Jennings, who is a massive Mason Mount fan. And this is what it comes down to, doesn't it? This is what it really comes down to, that if you really wanted to stay at Chelsea Football Club, my man, you would have stayed. You really would have stayed. Someone commented here that Ruben Neves' video was fun. Do you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, massive, massive shout out. If you haven't seen Ruben Neves' farewell for Wolves, check that out. I kid you not, I'm not even a Wolves fan, and even I got a little bit teary for him because it was so heartfelt. This Mason Mount video, or the goodbye message, whatever he delivered last night, my God, not only it wasn't heartfelt, it actually made everyone angry. Like, how could you make people angry in your goodbye message? That's mad. Trevor Chalobah faces uncertainty over his Chelsea future, with Mauricio Pochettino ready to fast-track Lewa Caldwell into the prominent role. Pochettino is understood to only want 4 first-team centre-backs. Hey, as I said, man, in my recent videos, I don't think 5 CBs are really needed when you have 2 CB spots. So it makes sense that we just want to have 4. And yeah, not too many games to go about. So 4 CBs are just more than enough. And if Chalobah has aspirations of making it to Euros, he should really think about moving. And look, I like Chalobah a lot. I think he's a very, very good defender, but I also understand that he's surplus to requirements. So it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. We've got well over nearly 700 of you guys alive. Thank you so much to each and every one of you guys. Smash the like button. Let's get those likes up to 500 if we can. Hope you guys have really enjoyed this. I thoroughly have enjoyed this time with you guys, as I've said it previously before, when we started this particular stream. Honestly, I don't take any of this moment with you guys for granted, man, because you never know when things could just disappear. So thank you so much, man. Honestly, I look forward to seeing you guys on a daily basis, and I hope I can always be here, and I hope you guys are always here for me as well. Thank you so much, man. Until next time, everyone, take care and see you soon again. Bye.